Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've been so tired this week for some reason. It's just, yesterday I didn't post anything because I literally just fell asleep and then woke up and was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna go to sleep again. I don't know why I'm just so low energy, but today, same thing. Got my rest, woke up, time to do some VG top decks, and we're gonna be doing it the same as last time, right? So it's actually a big week. I'm surprised at the amount of results we got. I think we have more this week than last week, which is insane. Right, and some of the deck distributions I didn't expect at all. We definitely have some local favorites versus the super competitive ones. But yeah, we're going to be doing it similar to last week. All the Japanese lists will be in the beginning, and the VG top decks will be at the end of each section. We're also going to split between the formats. So Japanese VG top decks will come first. So we have a nice movement of just Japanese decks to more Japanese decks. And then at the end will be the English ones, the English format decks, which is still on set 2. And we'll kind of read through all of that there, right? So yeah, it should be pretty cool. There's actually a lot of things going on, right? So Clan Collection recently got released. We saw VMC over the weekend, which had some interesting results. Set 3, of course, for JP was released, so it's still in the developing meta. We've seen like the first week where there's been a lot of things going on. Like, okay, that's cool, but how has that developed? Like going into like the second week, also, right? And then we have premium ban list was last week as well, was it? Yeah, I think it was last week. Yeah. I mean, the days just go so quickly now. Everything's just kind of going together. But we're gonna start to see some lists playing with the new ban list and seeing how everything's going. Everyone's going, what is the best deck? What is the best deck? What is a good deck? And we're gonna at least see some local results on what people are playing, which should be pretty open. And then finally, for you Kelvin fans, I think maybe next week you might see him. It depends how things go. I know a lot of people include Kelvin again. We'll try to include Kelvin. Just sometimes we can't because I can't go outside my house. All right, that's just how it is. So anyway, I think that is a good enough intro. Remember, if you want to submit your deck lists as well, just post them on hashtag VG Top Decks on Twitter. Or you can post them on Discord, on our Discord if you don't have social media, and then we can kind of feature you there and we'll read out your comments. All right, so okay, yeah, let's start with Nirvana. All right, Nirvana, we're gonna go through the whole shebang. Basically, nearly every ride line is featured this week again. Nearly. But we've been seeing like more Nirvana. Nirvana's been pretty popular, to be honest. Himuna is pretty much an auto include. Last week we just saw a lot of decks just running 4 of her. Because it's just a tutor for overdress, but this week this guy's only running 3. Expectors only dropped down to 2 for him, but the rest of the deck is just pretty much standard, right? Just put in the good stuff and you're good to go. The trigger lineup is like 8 crits, and I think it should be 3 draws. There's like a little bit of a thing that you can't see there, so it should be 3 draws, and then the over, right? So that's pretty good. We'll try to go through the JP stuff pretty quickly. I know I do kind of waffle on a bit. This one's similar to last week, 4 Humanas, 3 Expectors. So just if it works, it works. Don't change it, right? Here we go, another 4 Humana build, and only 1 Expector. So the Expector's really been dropping off. I've talked about it before, right? Last week, where you can pretty much just run the same overdress deck that you've been running, like with or without Valientes. I know last week there was still some decks running Valientes, but you can still run the same thing. You can replace the Valientes with Expector. But the big change might just be the Humanas, or you don't even have to run that. But that's just how it is. The deck is just good enough, right? The deck is just good enough. Here we're seeing like just 4 Humanas in, and then 2 Expectors, 2 Valientes as well. Okay, so we're seeing a bit of that still. It'll be interesting to see when the overdress tournaments start opening up again, like the major ones, to see how the locals results. Compared to those ones, because I remember just in the previous format, a lot of the Nirvana decks running there just weren't running Valientes at all. Well, the local list were definitely still running them, so it'd be interesting to see. Here we see just full out grade 2 overdress, 4 Humanas, and just 2 Expector. That's a nice egg. Still running the draws, yeah. So overall, this is an interesting one. He's running the one where you draw a card every time you overdress. This we haven't really seen much of. This is the first guy I think in the past 2 weeks who's been running it, and I guess he's running like more overdress, which I think it feels pretty much the same, to be honest, right? 4 arcs. He's got his urges, only 3 urges, right? 2 Via Arena, 3 Expector, and 2 Valiente. So I guess it's kind of the same, right? Kind of the same, not that much different. You have to find space for this order, which is the hardest thing to do. It's actually the hardest thing to do. So yeah, that's actually someone playing it, but not really. I mean, we've seen this map. I think well-known play, I guess. We've seen this map a few times. But yeah, just finding the space for the order is the hardest part about playing the order. The interesting list. And then here we just go back to the normal stuff. 4 Togashi Rashi, interesting. And just no expectors, no grade 3s, kind of your old school build where you just run the level grade 2s, but now you have the Himno for the better tutor. Alright, so yeah, cool. And then we got David Ma here from the Training Grounds Edmonton. So we're moving on to the English format already. I managed to top first with Nirvana and second with Yasue. Oh, okay, Yasue. The Yasue felt off as I was borrowing it from a buddy and haven't optimized the ratios going in. I definitely replaced Iris with more Jakutsus and Rainy Madame. So yeah, here is his Nirvana deck from set 2. Right, he's running Tanya. Yeah, Tanya. All right, nice. And the Damari, the English exclusive. Right, not really exclusive, but the English players love him. The Japanese players don't really care much about him. He's got rebirth cards. Ooh, nice. Good stuff. And then I guess this is the Yasue list. Right, the Yasue list. So good stuff. Seeing Yasue again. The biggest issue is the deck really hasn't changed much. You know, that's the problem with Murakumo. We're looking at this versus all the other decks in V, going into at least Clan Collection 3. At least English, we're able to get the PR now, but apart from that, you know, the rest of the deck really hasn't changed. It's good to see Yasue doing well. Alright, so good job, man. And then next we have is Aiton. As we see, it is this guy again. Normally, you can't run away from the mess. Right, I'm surprised he didn't change anything on this side. His tricksters are all standing up correctly. But yeah, Nekuka's ended up being chicken deck yet again. He went first place, 3-0. This time, big number of Shui. Shui? Which one is the Shui? I feel like maybe less effort, right? Everything here is like, you know, still face up, like properly, you know, facing upwards. While, you know, it's like he went halfway through it, right? What made a mess here in the middle and the top, but then the rest he's like, yeah, all right, we'll make it at least easier for the viewers to look at. But yeah, just good old Nirvana list. Good job. And lastly, we have the Derek Dow Good Games Morley Standard Tournament. First place was James Knighton with Nirvana. So we got the Horn of Blessing with this one. Nice, interesting tech. But only running one Virina and running three of the Festival Collection grade 1. The Generate Soul. Okay, all right, that's interesting. This is coming first, and then second we've got Jeremy Razor Shot playing Hexaorb. I mean, I think Perth does have like we see Hexaorb quite a few times with Perth. So yeah, just being consistent, right? Staying consistent with the hexes. It's got the entire nice bling on a ballista mat already. Unfortunately, not a great grade 1 ride line. Not great anywhere else. Yep, good stuff. And then third place we got Ben Rogers with Nirvana. So we've got the defensive order. Oh, urges. Yeah, okay. And then fourth place we have Fraser D-Love with Bruce. All right, so good old Bruce deck. Hell dives. Yep, pretty standard. All right, good job. And then moving on, we have one Eugene deck. I'm still surprised. Where is all the other Eugenes, man? I think Eugene's a great deck. Going funny. This guy is doing it correctly too. He's got the four capture parties, or whatever you want to call it. Just the 4 orders that draw a card when you retire something. It's insane. So much free plus. I think this should be a great deck now. Eugene definitely not the worst deck in existence. All right, so I don't know. I'm hyping. I really want to play more Eugenes. I think last time I wanted to test Eugene, I didn't get a chance to because we had to go. So I want to play more of this, man. I think there's a lot of potential in this deck, boys. I think there's a lot of potential. And there's also one Overlord as well. This is from Gary Stefanis from the PTC Vanguard Weekly Tournament. And first place was Fami. Was it Ofanuri? playing Dragonic Overlord. So yeah, Dragonic Overlord still doing work, right? They're playing the new on hit cards that like kind of pop themselves and draw a card and then have another effect, like countercharging or retiring. So that's kind of the new cool for Overlord, but it's still running a good defensive line. Second place, we had Christopher Matthew playing Orfist. So this guy, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one, man. 4 of the new order, 4 of the new. Where do you have the soul for that? Where's the soul coming from? Right? I guess I know Bobble Mine. It's cool. It's cool. It's nice. Generate soul. You have the new crit that generates soul. But still, the new order is like Soul Blast 2, right? Soul Blast 2, and it doesn't really plus itself, right? So, it's I don't know, man. It's putting a lot of how do you call it? Beans in the basket. I just made that up on the new order. And then third place we had Putra, Birawa Vegas playing Eugene. Okay, all right. Another Eugene list. This guy representing. I still think you want more of the order, man. The order just kind of every turn you want to play it, every turn you want to draw, and you kind of want to draw into it with drawing into it. So yeah, I think you want more of the order, but otherwise, bruh, good stuff, man. Eugene taking third. They have a final match as well. They had the recorded final, so I think you can just search them up and get it. So good job. Now, moving on to the Bruces. All right, this is the tops that we think are basically the top of the meta right now, but we don't know, right? No big tournaments, but we do have a lot of Bruce lists. Just for your information. So yeah, this guy's not running Leonard, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I've seen a lot of these Bruce lists in Japan. They like Regina a lot. This person's kind of special. He's running the grade 3 that gives crit to the Vanguard. I think it's like Soul Blast 2, or he gets 5k and you can give crit to your Vanguard if you like final turn. Final rush, I mean. Yeah, he's running that. Running Hell. Look, this should be Hellblast, but also running Gungaram. So I don't know. This is a bit strange, right? Of course, you do use some extra soul with this. He's running the Derek, but no Leonard, right? Also, no Protobulb is another thing too. Kind of. I guess you don't really have soul. I mean, not soul. You don't have space because you are running the Regina. So it's a bit weird. This is. I'm not sure if I like it that much. But moving on. We have another one here. This is like one hell dive, right? One hell dive, but 2 Pandemonium tactics. This one's a bit all over the place as well, eh? Like 1 Leonard, 3 Eden, 3 Derek. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's trying to fit in too many things in the deck, or he can't fit the Leonards, something like that. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this list as well. It's a bit messy. Table's clean though. Table is clean. Yeah. And next we have, this list seems much more complete, right? Much more complete. Going Hellblast, the Marjories, and you've got the 2 grade 2s that are really good. Just no Edens, right? The Edens, running the Eden plus the new grade 2s and the Leonard, you're starting to lose space, because then you're gonna have to start sacrificing grade 1s, right? And the grade 1s are still alright, but you know, looks like there's a big trend out going back to the Gungaran, being able to soul charge 1. The Derek being able to soul charge a bunch as well, then you can soul blast through and like get a draw. Sounds good on paper. In practice, I don't know. I'm still not really convinced on Gungaran coming back in, just because, you know, getting the extra draw is nice, but you're still getting into that deck out range. But look, you can get huge power lines. You can get huge power lines with Bruce, of course, and just able to punch through. So yeah, we'll see how that front develops. Moving on, we have another one here. Just this guy's running the dogs, the Dobas. I'm actually still a huge fan of Doba, just making stuff hit really big and it's free. I just like it. It's great. And also still running the Hellblast. So alright, that's cool. And then next, another one. This guy has the Edens, got the Edens, the Leonards, and the Dereks all together in one nice package. Also got the Pandemonium tactics. This list is very similar to the list I think that I posted. I was planning to play, or that I have been playing. But yeah, just go all in. You know, Pandemonium tactics, Edens, you know, Unga Bunga. Don't worry about the Marjories. So yeah, I have to approve this list, right? Because I built the same list. I built the same list. Just generate huge amounts of soul. Just go in, don't care, don't need to worry about resources anymore. That's right. So good stuff. And then here is just, do we already see this one? I think, yeah, well, I think we've seen this one already. It's a double feature. Insane. All right, Hellblast again. Hellblast. We got the 2 Edens in this build, which is nice. We see the Gungarans come back again. That's it's kind of interesting. And then moving on, we have another one, the Hellblast build. 3 Edens, no super greed, and then we still got the Derricks, the Leonards, and the Dobers, and like 3 Protobulb. Because yeah, again, those grade 2s, and you still want to run Marjorie. Don't really have much boosting going on, right? So yeah, pretty cool. So next we have some results from Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand, right? From TCG Nexus. So TCG Nexus overDress online tournament. First place we have Bruce. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say the names because it's gonna be hard for me. I'm gonna butcher your names. Sorry guys. Yeah, first we have Bruce, and yeah, this Bruce list is pretty cool, right? Running the Pandemonium tactics. So we're seeing more tactics over Helldives sometimes, right? More of the I remember first week we just seeing all the Helldives, but you know, now back to seeing some differences, right? But yeah, seeing the tactics here, we're able to fit in like the full complement of grade 2s, you know, 4 of 4, and then 2 Edens, and then the rest is like, yeah, 2 Dobers, but still able to fit in Marjorie, so pretty cool. Second place we have Bruce. This Bruce is also kind of different to the first one we saw. This one's kind of interesting. He's running the grade 1 Quenlu, so I think I've talked about this combo before. Pretty funny. It just gives guard restrict to one of your cards, one of your units. So ideally you give it to like one of your grade 2s that can like, you know, restand or like do nice things, right? The Leonard attack a whole column, but now attacked with like grade 1 or high guard restrict. So in this game, in this format, right, they cannot perfect guard it because they don't have all the perfect guards are grade 1 or higher. But if you give it to Eden, Eden gets a crit on the restand. So that's pretty scary too. And then you pump all the power into that card and you like speed twice with it, right? So I think it's a pretty cool, pretty interesting combo. And he's actually managed to put in. He's also running like three Protobulbs, so you're able to like fish it out to get in on your like final rush turn to get to, well, the second final rush turn. Hopefully you just draw into it, right? And you can kind of pop off like that. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Also have a mix of like tactics and Helldive, so pretty nice. And then third place we have Ruru, so just pretty standard Ruru list right now. All good, good times. Yeah. And then fourth place we have another Ruru list as well. So this one is, wait, actually, is this first runner-up? Wait, no, there's two second runner-ups. So third and fourth place. So third and fourth place, which is Ruru list. This list is slightly different from the other one as well. This just has like running one more order. So I think the Ruru has like 4 orders. Most just run 3, but you know, this person decided to run the extra one just to, you know, get the variety, and also it's easier to, I think it's like kind of fits into the overall order lineup better just because of the sequencing. But I think this also like, this should be like an 11k booster or something like that, right? So yeah, pretty cool. At least there's some difference between some of these lures. So pretty nice, pretty nice. And then there's like a breakdown, the clan breakdown. We see 48 players joined this tournament, which is pretty insane. Normal like I think a lot of tournaments don't even hit that much, but you know, 48 players, even if it's like for an online tournament, it's pretty crazy, right? You know, Killer Sanctuary showing up with 12 players, 8 Bastions and 4 Hexaorbs, Dark States, 7 Bruce and 4 Greedon. Dragon Empire, just 7 Nirvanas showing up. Lyrical, we have like 6 Rurus, and then, you know, 1 Felty Rurus and 1 Carissa. Brandgate with 5 Seraph Snows expected, but 1 Nordling, so no Orfist at all. All right, yeah, and then Decay of like the 2 and the 1. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, so thanks for showing us this Noisecorn, and Noisecorn did participate as well, but got eliminated by 6 damage OT twice. Man, sure win in this format is hard to get right. Yep, that is so it's good. This happened on October 3rd as well, so pretty recent. Yeah, because he wrote December 3. That can't happen yet. Yeah, thanks for sharing the results, man. Good stuff. Moving on, we have Diego de la Jara. I think he came second. I read Tudo, but unfortunately I can't read the rest of it. It was like Tudo lugar en el torneo remote de Yes, stand. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't read it, but thanks for sharing your list, man. It's very bling. Wow, you know, crazy. Nice. Look at this. Look at this high rarity stuff. All right. Yeah, 3 Dobas as well. 3 Dobas. Still running the Acrobat. No, it's okay. It's okay. Still do it. It's set 2. It's English format, so good job. And then lastly, we've got Say So, Neko Cards, Remote Fight, Standard, 2nd place. Bruce, pretty good. You are correct. And this is Sideways. So running the Marjorie. One Marjorie. But yeah, all right. The rest of it is just pretty standard stuff. So good job, man. Nice. Next we have Barrows. There are still some Barrows. I think every week we see like 4 Barrows, and this week it is no different. It is actually nice to see the Barrows turning up. You know, normally, at least, I think every week we're seeing some evolution of the Barrow deck. Right before we saw them run more of this. You know, we got the Ashura in, and then we got you know the Recycler in that's able to get heaps amount of power. Now we're seeing them somehow fit in the new Gorman. It should be the new one that gives a guard restrict. I think this was the question. Everyone's going, this should be good in Barrow, but how do we fit him in? And now they're able to fit him in somehow. Running the Pandemonium tags. I think last week they were still on the Supernatural Extraction, but now this week, this person just gone Pandemonium tactics. Let's go, right? Soul Charge 4. Screw the rest, right? So having more of your Soul Charge put here kind of frees up a bit more space at least. So I guess that's how I can put in the Gorman. But yeah, this list. The next list here, he's able to fit in 2. And is that SP? Wow, that looks pretty nice. But he's running 4 Supernatural Extraction instead. I like the combo between the Extraction and the Gorman because you're able to grab it from your soul every turn and then play it down. Because remember, this needs to be sucked in via a Vanguard effect in order to use the effect. Yeah, this just kind of enables you to do that every turn at the cost of having like some incredible, crazy good soul charge. Looks like they're just not running the Crimson Spell. Like is he running Crimson Spell in this one? Yeah, I think that's literally been cut. The next Barrow list here we have also cutting out the Expellify just for the Ashura, right? For the Ashura, and still running the Supernatural Extraction. List is pretty similar to the one that we before. Maybe it's the same player. Maybe it's just the same player topping 2 tournaments, right? Yeah, it is. It is actually the same player. So he topped twice at 2 different places. So good job. Consistent. And then lastly, we have this one. Different player now. This person's not running the Gorman at all. He's running really like 2 tactics, you know, 4 crawlings. Okay. Yeah, he's how much of the he's only running 1 Barrow as well. That's how he's able to fit in all of this stuff. So it's like a weird. Also 4 of the Sonicers. Wow, it's pretty tough. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, okay, I don't know what to say about this. This is like, it kind of wants to be a turbo list, but then it doesn't, right? Yeah. Kind of maybe a more defensive one. He's not running draws, running the fronts. Okay, all right, I dig. Moving on. This is kind of the surprise for the week, I have to say. There are a lot of Greedons. There are more Greedons than I thought there would be. And I don't know why. I don't exactly know why there's so many Greedons. But it's interesting to see like more things happening for like this deck. Because, you know, before when I looked at Greedon, everyone who thought of Greedon first, right? They were like, I don't know, man. The other 2 ride lines, they look way better. But then they finally saw the effect when Greedon finally got revealed that day. People were like, ooh, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty fun. You know, maybe I like Greedon now. You know, maybe I like Greedon. Screw the other ones. I guess people still like Gravidia. They still like Gravidia because it was like, oh, you know, it's new combo. It's got meteors. Right? But you know, Flagburg. People became less interested in Flagburg because they were like, it's just Maelstrom, right? It's just Maelstrom. If we want Maelstrom, we've got Maelstrom in V and we got Maelstrom in P. So why should we care about? But you know, Greedon really coming back with the combos, right? The good stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. It's just good to see it. Do well. I think it's kind of interesting to see how this deck is evolving tools. Nice Pekora. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how this deck is evolving. They're cutting more of the sin cards for like other cards. So you can see here he's running 4 of the PR. It's not just like a come to play counterblast 1 retire front row. If you have like 5 or more soul, just like extra attack is kind of nice. But then you're still running the advantage cards because you just need advantage. In this deck you just need ways to gain advantage. Because you suck cards in, and you only trigger back the same amount of cards. You're never really plussing, right? So you can see they're still maxing out on all the cards that plus 4 Assure does, and then 4-time Gerardi Dragon to put things in. You can see things like the Gorman being cut out from the deck, because even though this deck is not running the Hysteria build where you're attacking the Hysteria first, you're able to get like at least 2 attacks of Guard Restrict. The Guard Restrict overall is kind of just jank. It's kind of a bit janky. Likely Greedon is attacking so big that if like it only profits when your opponent has to perfect guard it, but if they don't, then they're dropping more than 2 cards anyway, right? So yeah, it's you can see that being cut, that doesn't generate advantage, putting on some extra like retire pressure. Because when your opponent has to drop a bunch of cards and then has to place cards on the field like to kind of replenish things, I can see why you run this, and your counterblast is not really much of an issue technically. Because counterblast can convert into like a card or like CB2 for a card. It's not really that efficient anyway. So I guess it's something they can do and do without sometimes. So yeah, okay, it's good. It's cool. But yeah, like I said before, there is a lot of Greedon lists than I thought there would be. All right, moving on, we have is another one here. Again, Time Gerardi's coming into play. Doing a little work. This guy is running the Gorman, but also like Gungaram for the plussing. So that's pretty cool. Then the next Greedon list, this person running Expellers instead. The extra soul charge, gonna push harder. Gerardi's again showing up. It's pretty good when you suck in 4. Your Gerardi stays at the 13k as a re. It's kind of done its job already as well. Putting key cards, but then it's a 13k, so it hits things, so you can stack triggers on it. So that's pretty cool. So it works pretty well. And then next we have is the Hysteria build. So we see some kind of the last week stuff coming in. This one you want to kind of attack with the Hysteria first. Then you can have like other ways that just make sure Vanguard hit big, right? Hit big. So you got this in here. So pretty cool. Or Desire Devil, right? That's the correct way. Another Hysteria build, which is kind of nice. It's just kind of good to see, right? Some people valuing Hysteria, being able to get that extra power attack in when you're at 5 damage, 5 or more damage should be. While others are favoring like the Gerardi to like I guess kind of make your Vanguard hit like the soul counts like harder or quicker. So nice, cool. And the next we have a Gerardi build as well, but also running crawling, so making your Vanguard hit even bigger, right? Stacking that power. So interesting. And then again, Hysteria build for Greedon. Hysteria. So this one's kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't be a huge fan. If you're running Hysteria, this kind of doesn't really run well with Gorman, so I feel like you have to pick one or the other. They just don't mesh very well, right? If you want to run Gorman, I guess at least run like Time Gerardi or something, so you can like filter out your cards to better cards. But otherwise, yeah, cool. And then next we have is a Gerardi build, and then cool, yeah, all right. And then lastly, we have another Gerardi build. So it feels like the Gerardi builds are really taking home, like really. Making the waves, I guess, this week. This one was from Iki as well. Oh, I haven't seen them in a while, so good stuff. Yeah, so the Gerardi build's really taking it home. Hysteria builds are kind of going around a bit, but I think a lot of people just go into the Gerardis. But yeah, we had what, 9 Greedon decks from Japan? I think that's like one of the biggest showings, to be honest. And I mean, to be honest, Greedon is not really a tier 1 deck, but it's a tier fun deck. So it's cool, right? Yeah, moving on to Bastion. This is kind of not a tier fun deck, but I don't know. I think the Bastion plays have really dropped off because there's just so many better options to play, or you just gotten bored of Bastion because you got nothing good, right? You're literally playing set 2 deck, right? Let's look at how good Bastion's going. What new cards are you running? Crit triggers. What else are you running? We're running Refalsus now. That's pretty much it. All right, cool. Moving on. Right. This one, they didn't even bother with a picture for this one, but he's running painkillers. Right, painkillers. That's cool. That's about it. You know, only one Dark Strain, which is insane. I think that's a Refalsus. So I guess it makes up the boost. But then we're moving on. There's only 2 Japanese lists, and then we're moving on to a pretty much English format, right? So New York card fight. New York, the home of the Bastions. They should have like a. They probably should have like a skyscraper named Bastion or something, right? The Bastion state building, Empire Bastion, something like that. The Saturday's winner at Fordham Comics in the Bronx was Nathan Wyatt with Bastion, a long-lost veteran player getting back into the game and just getting back in the game with Bastion. Second place was Jose P with Bastion, and then Mustafa M came third with Bruce, and fourth place was Vaughn with Hexaorb. So yeah, good Bastion, right? So good stuff. And then moving on, we have a tournament at Parkage, 8 rounds. 8 players, 3 rounds. First place with Bastion Chan. A fun afternoon with great people. And then here's the list. The formatting's a bit weird, guys. Sorry, but if I didn't put the thing there, I can't see it. Yeah, all right, Bastion Chan. All right, doing well. You're doing good since set 1. But yeah, this is your good old standard Bastion Chan deck with 4 Refalsus Chan, I guess. 3 Crocodile though. All right, cool. No Dark Strain. I guess with Refalsus again, you don't need Dark Strain, right? So good job. And then next we have Sean Coe. First place for my D locals is Bastion with my buddy Wowie Wow. Coming in second place with Nirvana. Kai, please bring back Kelvin. Please also say Wowie Wow. Do you really have a friend called Wowie Wow? Or is your deck called Wowie Wow? And you're calling your deck your friend? Actually, hang on. No, if I scroll down the comments, there is actually a guy called Wowie Wow. It's a nice nickname, man. Even when I win, I still lose. Wow. Wow. Wowie Wow. All right, Wowie Wow. All right, cool. All right, good job with the, this guy's running downswing. Nice. Orders, 5 orders. It's quite a lot of orders, man. Wow. Wowie Wow. All right. And then we have what? This, coming second. Yeah, oh, so your buddy. This is your buddy's list. Yeah, okay. I read it properly. He's got, what is that, fruit? Is that a fruit, man? Nice. But yeah, this is so this is the Wowie Wow list. Okay. I read the tweet weird. I was like, okay, so yeah, okay. Is your deck your friend? But yeah, no, he's got the good old English deck with the Damaris, right? Damari showing up. Damari should represent the English side's casual Nirvana format, right? No, screw Valiantes and all that. It's Damari, right? Damari coming home. Yeah, got the Damaris, got the Arunas. Yeah, good job, wow. Good job, Wowie Wow. Good job, guys. Then lastly, New York card fight again. Thursday's winner at next level was Shark with Bastion. How does he keep doing it? The deck is called Shark's Knights. I think this is like the Xth week. We have Shark in. Although set 3 has terrible support for Keta, I will still make Bastion the best deck. I am the Oni Bastion. Second, we have Vaughn with Hexaorb. Third, we had Mitch with Eugene. And fourth, we had Mac K with PBD. And yeah, be sure to check out Shark the Oni Bastion at a limited knowledge without the E at the end. Right, limited knowledge. Yeah, this is the list. Again, 1 Refalsus, 1 Prideful. I've been seeing this all week. I mean, all month, probably. Yeah, good job, Shark. And then lastly, we got a Hexaorb. It's kind of interesting, you know. Got the new cards. Yeah, running 2 of the counter charge / soul charge, depends. Whatever you want. Running 2 Deer Glass only. I think this is correct, man. You can definitely cut down on Deer Glass. The times when Deer Glass is useful is actually very, like, can be counted on a single hand. It's not that cool to run 4. You can just free up space for anything else, to be honest. So yeah, I think just lowering the Deer Glass counts for more utility is fine. So pretty cool Hex list. Moving on, we have Magnolia, right? Magnolia. So the last Magnolia list we saw ran a lot of this Fox, and we got 4 Fox here because the format is basically stuff that gets rid of your field, and you know, Seraph Snow, big annoying card. So yeah, this helps you stop that matchup and at least lets you be able to play the game. It's also got 4 TSR Magnolias. Wow, insane. I think the interesting list here is running 4 of the new like a Horn Beast, right? I just want to call it a Tiger because it looks like a tiger. Gives like kind of guard restrict on the field, but it feels like you don't really. It's a nice finisher card, but otherwise it's like a drain on soul, right? And it's not running any of like the grade, the soul charge true if you have empty soul here. So I don't know, like feels like heavy use of soul when you're combining it with like Dama Inaru, which you're going to be using quite often. So I feel like you can kind of run less of this and run more other stuff. But yeah, he's also running like no draw triggers, max front and crit. So if I don't know, right, you can use Wild Intelligence to kind of fill up your field, but you know, there's kind of no ways for you to, I guess, sustain a hand, right? But at least you are kind of bulky. Right? So pretty nice. And then next we have Iblis, right? Time for VG top decks. I barely managed to win my shop league season. Technically tied, but Bullshots worked out in my favor. That is right. Tiebreakers for the win, boys. Prison matchup is garbage and super popular at my locals. Please, Bushi, give me the good promo. Planning on playing Clarissa and this next season. Okay, all right, cool. And yeah, running the Zorgnolia Ryan line. I guess, like, you know, at least it's not. I was just thinking Zorga for some reason, but you know, you're running this. You're running this order, so I guess it's okay, right? I guess it's okay. You know, at least you're not against Bastions and you're forced to call out grade 3s. But I guess since you're running Magnolia, you can just run you're running the elephant, so it doesn't really matter, eh? It doesn't really matter. So otherwise, the rest of it just, you know, Ursula moving, the moving machines. Pretty cool. All right, good job, Iblis. You know, Bull Schultz for the win, right? Next we have Zorgas, but this isn't really Zorga. This is kind of an interesting list, to be honest. It's running, I think it's called a Hollow Decay Dragon. And then what it is, when it comes to the Vanguard circle, you can choose an order in the drop zone and you can play it for free. So the idea with this deck, it's pretty funny, is you keep on riding this to keep on getting free pot of greeds. And you just keep on drawing, right? And I guess you can like bounce things, There's not running like basically any other orders. I'm not running any other orders. So yeah, he's not even running the Zorga ride chain, right? Running actually the Flagburg ride chain. But you just pretty much just call one. I guess like you can rush early, hit numbers, and then every turn you keep on trying to re-ride your Decay Dragons. You keep on drawing 2 to sustain your hands, and that's how you win. Like that's how you win, I guess. And you just hit numbers. That's it. So pretty interesting list, I have to say. People are like thinking of funny combos they can do with this card in premium. Like, yeah, you can draw 3 of the book in premium. Excuse me, you can draw cards like that, but you can already draw cards here. Just the overall card, like order quality here is not that insane, but you know, you can still combo with the pot of greed. So yeah, pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. So actually, an interesting list. Pretty interesting list. Next, we actually have a real Zorga. So this Zorga is just running, running it's like 2 of the grade 3. It gets like, it's like 10k, but it gets like 5k for each order in your bind zone, I think. So you can kind of hit big numbers. Rest of it's kind of fine, running 4 spare, 2 spiritual, 2 regurgitation, right? One ghost chase, 1 recommend. Yeah, so order lineup's pretty cool. I still like 1 agony. It's just one of the cards that pluses. I know people like taking them out because they're like, we don't need to mill anymore, but it's one of the cards that actually just plus. I guess regurgitation is kind of nice nowadays because there's not that many Bastions, right? We saw there's 2 Bastion tops. So you know, in Japan, there's lots more variety in the format. You can definitely you can up regurgitation to 2. Because normally I just like it at 1, right? It's just if you fight a Bastion, there's nothing you can do. But if there's no Bastions, then free plus. So I guess that's you can just take out regurgitation with that. But it does require a CB though. It does require a CB, which is annoying. It doesn't get power. It doesn't get power. But I guess a lot of other things get power. So that's kind of solves the issue, right? Solves the issue. I'm running 2 of the cards that soul charge true when you have empty soul. But yeah, the rest of it is kind of pretty standard, right? Like bulky 8 crit, 3 front. Yeah, good stuff. And then last Zorga deck here, we have 20 players in Quebec City. First place was Bailey with Zorga, and then second place was Frad with Barrow. Bruce, Bastion, and Snow were present, but all got X2 this week. Tier 2 decks grinded their games. So English format. Yeah, he's running 2 agonies, man. 3 regurgitations. 3 regurgitations. All right, 3 to spare, 2 nectar. Lineups pretty crazy, man. Or two of the spiritual body condensation as well. So yeah, pretty crazy order lineup. Doesn't even care about, you know, Bastion, right? If there's a Bastion, screw it. Who cares? Well, who cares, buddy? So yeah, good job, Bailey. And then second place was the Barrow, right? The Barrows always seem to somehow do well. Everyone underestimates it, even me, right? I always say like, yeah, Barrows don't exist. But yeah, here's the Barrow that does exist, right? Kizum Spiller, running one the cleave. I don't know why. When I see this card, I'm just like, wow. This card, what a waste of a slot, man. An SV slot. But yeah, good job from Quebec. Quebec, nice. And then we had 1 Flagburg this week. Definitely not as popular as the Greedon. Greedon kind of just works, right? Greedon just works. I mean, we saw like the I think it's Prideful Trident a lot last week, and a lot of the other like Magnolia decks. This one is just no, we don't need that anymore. We don't need that. This one's just in Flagburg. So yeah, pretty cool. Nice Flagburg running the Mantis. You know, Creed Assaults. Yeah, it's cool. Nothing much to say. They're running the grade 2 that pops and gives 2 cards 5k. It's cool. All right, moving on. Let's go to Prison. All right, Prison. We see they're still running this grade 2, the new grade 2 that forces your opponent to draw. So I don't know. I'm still not a fan of it. But it's free, I guess. It's free. It doesn't really get any power as well, so I'm not, again, still not a fan, right? Still not a fan. This one's also running 4. This running 4, so pretty much the only change in Prison so far. This person's not running any though. This person's not running. Oh no, actually he's running 2. I was running 2 of the order that gives your grade 2 boost. So I don't know. I feel like it's okay. I guess it's okay. But remember, like your grade 1 lineup is pretty much just you still want to run the bug motors for the Prison, and then 4 grade 1 nulls, right? And the rest of it's just grade 2 anyway. So I guess it gets some value, right? You know, some of your stuff comes into play. He gets 5k next to, just moves to the back and boost, but you're still only running 2 of that, so you have to draw into it. Feel like still on the fence, right? And then here we have another play. Is this guy running? Okay, this guy's not running any of that new grade 2 order. I don't feel like it's worth it, right? I don't feel like it's worth it. Let me know what you guys think of the new, not the grade 2 order, the grade 2 prison card. Force hand prison, but you also force them to draw, right? Nice mill, like you can go out for the mill out, but it's not always confirmed, you know? It's not always confirmed. But yeah, nice, cool list. And then we got Amar, okay, a little Akiba Overdress SP pack shop tournament. First player was Amar Sham, a deck out brigade with Seraph Snow. So if he's playing deck out brigade, he's gonna be running the new grade 2, right? Is he? He's not. So it's not deck out, right? But yeah, no, he's pretty much got the standard Seraph Snow list. That, like, look, if I was playing Seraph Snow, I'd be playing this list. Or something very, very similar. It just works. It's good. It works. No problems, right? No problems. So good job getting first. Second place we got Derek Wan with Anime Rush with Bruce. So he's going with the old Hell Dives. Is that a Final Rush token? Scuffed ass Final Rush token. Yeah. So he's also got no Eden build, but going full Enid, 4 Derek, and then just 4 Marjorie, and then got the standard grade 1 lineup, so nice. And then third place at Nick Yee, right? You don't expect that BD Hexaorb? Yeah, he's running Hexaorb. This is is that on the floor? Just like put the deck list on the floor. Wait, no, it's Blast. Okay, Blast Dark Hexaorb. All right, there we go. No one expected. That's for sure. Yeah, nice, cool. All right, good job, guys. Good to see you guys out of lockdown and all that, right? You guys able to come out and have some locals. That's good stuff. And then lastly, we've got Shy. 1 over 12. So 1 out of 12. So first place, right, at Legendary Creatures in New Jersey. First time there. Had a great time and got an SP in my prize packs. Not bad. It's good. That's a good haul, man. It's a good haul. They're just running your good old standard prison deck list. We don't have the new Malachites yet, but it still works. It still works great. 4-hand order. Yeah, that's where it all goes to, and then 2 Dairy Violets. Yeah, good job, man. Good job on the SP. All right. Next we have some Orfist lists. So Orfist lists. This Orfist list is kind of interesting. He's running two Gravidia. That's like, it gets like, if you have 5 or more set orders in your drop zone or your set order zone, right? So you have a total of 5 or more. It gets 5k power and 5k shield. So it's kind of interesting, right? It's actually not limited to meteorites, but meteorites are just the easiest ways to get that amount, that count. But it also works in other decks. So Orfist, you can hit that amount. You can hit 5 set orders. It's just gonna take some time though, because you don't have any ways to accelerate it. So he's only running 2. Well, I guess he's running he's only running 2. He's got 2 of the new triple R. But yeah, apart from that, the rest of it just kind of similar. This helps search out worlds, and yeah, good stuff, I guess. Next Orfist, this is just running kind of the same, right? Kind of the same sport. This person's running 2 of the column attacker, which is interesting. I think people stop running that just because there's other cards that are good, but he's also running 3 of the new order, which is insane. I think the previous guy wasn't running any of the new order. It's a Soul Blast 2. It's a Soul Blast 2, so you have to kind of manage that cost as well, going, is it really worth it? I mean, 1 turn you get a bigger power for your Shadow Army tokens, but then apart from that, it doesn't plus. Yeah, is it worth it? So yeah, okay, it's interesting. And then next we have is another list here, running. Where's the order limit? So none of the new orders in this one as well, and just running 4 of the new cards, just because it hits 15. It's 15, and then just Baromagnes and things like that. So yeah, pretty standard. Nothing really new there. And then moving on, we got Call Me Music. My first tweet about Vanguard. Good. I only play overdress. Just Orfist, still waiting for Messiah coming to overdress, lol. So this is my Orfist deck with the new BTO3 update. Honestly, new triple R and order is really strong. So yeah, okay, so here, you can see 2 of the new. I think, like, personally for me, I'm running 1, right? I run 1, but I can see people run 2. Or did I run 2? It's one of those numbers. It's definitely not 3, because the soul count is way too high. The soul count is way too high. I can't justify running that. But yeah, this is fine. I think this is fine. 2 is pretty good. And then got the new stuff. Like the new stuff is just it's 15k. It's 15k. What's there to say? So good job. Good luck. Coming into Vanguard. Well, it's your first tweet about Vanguard, so you could be playing for a while, but tweet more, right? Tweet more. Enjoy. Have some fun. That's the most important part. PS, I like Hollow more than SP. Yeah. Some people like that. It's just. So Hollows are Hollows, right? Hollows are cheaper as well. Right? Hollows are cheaper, so I gotta save that money for the good stuff, right? Yeah, so good stuff. Next, we got New York Card Fight. Sunday's winner at Card Quest Inc. was Mario C with Orfist. Find out how he works his magic at his YouTube channel. Go search him up. Second place was Shark with Bastion. Third was Jose P with Bastion, and fourth was Master Chaos with Orfist. And yeah, so I think we've seen this guy. Another consistent topper. We've seen this mat. We've seen that backside already. All right, we've seen these Shadow Army tokens. So yeah, good job on being consistent, right? And his list is good too. Search this one and then go into the rest. Right? Yeah. All right. And then lastly, we got Fortune with Deco cards, remote fight, standard 3rd place. Back to Office this week and end up at a solid 3rd. Only loss was because of defensive OT at 6, so I guess I can't feel too bad about it. Yeah, you can't. It's just what happens, man. It's just what happens. Yeah, good job. Sergeant Frog. Wow. Nice. This is so red. You can see he's read this quite a lot. Yeah, good job, man. Good job. And then we also have some Gravidias. So we can just see, look at this meteorite love, man. How many meteorites is he running? So he's got 4, 8, 12, 15 meteors. 15 meteors. Yeah, cool. The next Gravidia list we have, I'm just gonna count all the meteors, right? So 4, 4, 4. This is running 13, so we had a 15 and a 13. All right, so nice. The meteors are the most expensive part of this deck. All right, we don't even need to look at the rest of the deck. Just run the meteors, right? It's all about the meteors. And then lastly, we have what? 9, 12, 16. So this guy went the full way. He went the full 16 meteors. He needs to flex. I was able to get 16 meteors. Oh no, it's 15. It's 15, is it? Huh? No, sorry, no. It's 16. Yeah, I just read something in the comments. It's wrong. It's wrong. But yeah, 16 meteors, and then the rest of the deck. Who cares about the rest of the deck? Let's be real. All right. Next we have is Lyrical, right? Lyrical. It's like Gravidia had some rep, you know, more than Flag, not as much as Greedon. Greedon is just definitely the domination right now. We got some Rose, right? Rose lists. Yeah, we've seen all the Rose lists before. Here's another one, smaller list, but it's still the same thing. Another Rose list here. Pretty cool. All right, pretty cool. And then another one. Yep, nice. And then here, Roar is just really taking it home, right? Just it's probably the most strong ever since the 11 crit nerfs. The Roars are the ones that are just still sticking around. But we got a Felty Rosa, which is surprising. You know, people, if you like Felty Rosa, you can still run it. And then we also have a Clarissa. So the Clarissa, they just replaced the crit with fronts. So probably what you do, right? So yeah, cool. And then lastly, we had a Shock Rock Overdress Shop tournament from Taiwan. And then the winner was Ruru. So yeah, good old Ruru list. Second place we have is Bastion. Bastion. And just got the 2 Falsos. Got the 2. Okay, this is the boosting order, right? Is it? Should be the boosting order, right? So cool. And in third place, you had Bruce. So Bruce is going with 3 tactics and 1 hell dive, and got Derek Leonard and Eden. So it's fit it all in. Looks like it's the no Marjorie build, so I approve. I'm a fan of no Marjories. Yeah, good job. And then lastly, we had 1 Monster Strike. This is the Uriel Monster Strike. I've been seeing it for a long time now. Still doing well. Yeah, a Monster Strike. Just always delivering, right? Moving on, we have V. Let's look at V. So we saw the VMC the last week. We saw VMC, and Duke taking it home. The Gold Paladin, huge representation, but probably most of it was Duke. But we see here we got Prominence Core, and a Glare. So yeah, kind of cool to see this. I know people have been hyping this quite a lot, but I guess the Japanese meta says otherwise. Of course, the Western meta could be different, right? So cool, good stuff. Next we got Godog. This is from Japan as well. Playing Gurgut. Right, so they wrote this in English, which is crazy. Right, Godog V format Meiji shop. Your first place was here, so you get featured in VG top decks because you wrote your comment in English. Gurgut taking it home with 1 Ezel, so you can superior ride up. I've seen like people try to make Gurgut faster, and this is one of the ways, right? Pop off quicker, get that extra Excel circle, and then go into Gurgut the next turn. You're like, yeah, good times. And then you got the Max Slash from before, and it just makes it multiple attacks. So good job, good stuff. And then lastly, we have a OTT deck. This is OTT exciting, like interesting. I guess it's running the new fake trigger and just getting more extra kind of drive checks with Megas. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure what to think about it, to be honest. It's like, can you stack like your heal trigger on top? You look at top 3, you get a, well, that's a great, let's put it on top, right? So I guess it's kind of cool. Right? Yeah, okay, overall it's just Magus. I'm surprised to see, usually it's battle systems. So I think the comment is that old cards are strong. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Making it work. Making it work. Next we have is a Overlord deck. So Dragonic Overlord across. Still showing up. It just does its thing. It just does its thing. It has Heal Guardians now, so you can't really stop it. Always gets 1 CB. We also have Bunnies showing up, right? So Bunnies kind of seems like a pretty strong deck coming from Clan Collection. One of the few stronger decks. We haven't really seen it do anything yet, unfortunately, but I'm sure someone will think of something. But he's another locals. We've seen it pop from locals a couple of times. But yeah, here is one of the lists that we're seeing. I feel like it's pretty standard. You've got Counter Charger because you can get cucked when playing this deck quite often. But you got Purple Trapezes, not Purple Trapezes, Beast Tamer. Right, you got your Golden Beast Tamer just to set that up as a Vanguard and just make more attacks. So pretty cool, right? Next we have is Die Kaiser, right? Die Kaiser, but actually not, right? Not that many Die Kaisers. It looks like only 2 Die Kaisers, which is kind of strange. I feel like Die Kaiser just gives so much pressure. You want to run for it, but we see this guy go back into Die Liners. Brad Black, still 3 great. One extra drive guy. Forgot the name. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. Like, this is standard. I'm not a huge fan, But who am I to contradict a person who has both a Yuki Nagato sign and a Makoto sign? I don't know. It's got good taste right there. But yeah, I don't know. I think this grade 3 lineup is a bit odd, right? I think I'd just add another Die Kaiser at least, just because the pressure that the Die Kaiser has on the field is just insane. Right? It's just insane. So I don't know. I feel like maybe you just can't afford another super high rarity version of Die Kaiser. That's why you didn't run it, right? Because if you look at it, this thing is pretty SP. It's pretty high rarity. Pretty high rarity stuff. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see Die Kai's deck deep hold doing it. Right, and then next we have is Messiah, a Messiah list. Pretty interesting. I haven't seen Messiah in a while. I think actually we saw Chaos Messiah the other week, but this one is just Messiah, just straight up Messiah, taking it home. Yeah, cool. We can actually run this list now because we got the new promo. Well, we can run the list in the future when we get Clan Collection because we get the promo. So good stuff. Next we got is this Aqua Force, right? Aqua Force, nice. This is this Values? Yeah, that's a Values, right? Just the glare there. Yeah, just making sure it's Values. I think Values is better than Tetra Drive, personally speaking. And got some new support. So I know people have been hyping Values quite a bit versus Tetra. So yeah, you guys should have Values as well. Give it some love, multi attacks. Yeah, good, cool. Don't need Excel circles, man. Screw Excel circles, dude. Next we have Outer Orange. All right, V Premium Locals got 3rd place this time, going 3-1 and losing to Aquas. I haven't touched Night Rose in a hot second because of Beatrice playtesting, so it was super fun to bring the deck. It's good. Good, you got the. So you just wait. Beatrice, right? It's got the Night Rose. Good. So I think this is I don't have my Granblue expert buddy here, but this list seems pretty cool. Got the correct lineups. True Moonshade is an interesting tech. Otherwise, the rest of it is just fine. So yeah, otherwise just good, decent list. Still doing well. Night Rose still doing good in V. So good job, Outer Orange. Go check out our channel as well. She does content. Just search up Outer Orange on YouTube and you can find it. Right. Next we have is another Granblue list here. I think this is it's also Night Rose list. So pretty similar to the list we saw just then, but this one's running more of the Banshee because they have that, the new Foolish Burial Banshee. Unfortunately, we don't have that in English yet, so a lucky, right? Next we have is a Highlander deck. So this guy likes Choco. Well, at least it's just got a Noel, so we can kind of tell what his tastes are like. The Highlander list, pretty good, right? Highlander just been popping up quite a few times. Not much to say about it. Run the new cards, yeah, one of each. Except reindeer, running lots of reindeers. Right. Next we have Beckham. Finally had time to post this after finishing part-time work. Deck list that top 8 the last tournament that Cardfight Vision is holding in the foreseeable future. I've also decided to take a hiatus from the game due to personal reasons. Thanks for reading. Yeah, take a break, man. Look, you got issues. Deal with them first, then come back to card games when you're refreshed, right? So Hope it all goes well for you, man, and good job. Good job on the Highlander, man. Good job on the Highlander, dude. Next we have is Norman. Oh, not Norman. Noman. Alright, said his name wrong again. I'm super late and forgot to post this, but I got third at the Cardfight Vision V-Prem custom ban list event last week with Prism. Ellie restricted with Vert. Yeah, so they had a custom ban list thing. This is my first Vision event, which let me get the cash I needed to buy Makito, and I 100% plan to come back. The Vision event went very smoothly and was an enjoyable experience. It was a pleasure to chat and play with the people I've met through here as well. I would highly encourage anyone who wants to play Remote Fight to participate next time as well. Yeah, here's the Prism list. Everyone's seen the Prism list. Nice map, bro. And yeah, it is Norman, not Norman. Did I say that intentionally? No one will know, man. No one will know. Alright, cool. Alright, next we have is Fortune, Nigger Cards Remote Fight V Premium 3rd place. Haven't used Ange in a while, so I had fun using this. Also, I actually own Lupinas this time, so very nice loss was from opponent hitting double crit and then crit heal. But apart from that, the deck was very solid. So yeah, Anji, and then with Lupina finisher, we've yeah, this is kind of the list I think we've been seeing like a while back. I think Anja's weakness back then is just like, how do I close games? And Lupina was the solution. So now that he's managed to fish up his Lupinas, yeah, he can close games. Right, so good job Fortune. And then lastly, we have Iton with Nigger Cards Remote Fight Standard. 2nd place, Fish Mordred Melody again. Yeah. 3 to 4 Lieslot. So you're running 4 Lieslot now compared to 3 before. And then cut down on 1 Dagny. That was the only change. Enjoy the calm since the storm is coming. It's typed storm wrong. Yeah, okay, cool. Lupina Melody, I always like this list. Nice, fun high roll list. So good job, man. Good stuff. Moving on to premium, we have some Chemo from Nigger Cards Local Premium. 2nd place, Regalia Premium. Bushi, please give me grade 3 Minerva. Okay. Nice. You don't have a... Do you have Minerva? You don't have... Oh, I guess this one's V Minerva, not old Minerva. Maybe it's happening, guys. Maybe it's happening then. Maybe soon. Maybe in Clan Collection 5 or 6. So yeah, he says you can find a better version of this deck at Zero Damage Gaming, the premium deck repository. So go check that out. There's a bunch of decks there. It's great for any newcomer going into the format, going, what should I play? How do I build decks? Go check that out. ZeroDamageGaming.com, premium deck repository, or depository. Just check that. You see a lot of decks, and then people post that everywhere too. So credits to Nico Fernando as well. So Nico give you this deck? But yeah, this is Regalia's. This is the I said it before, it's like the Toyota deck, right? The Toyota deck. But yeah, he's this Minerva. It works pretty well, guys. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Premium is an open landscape now. You can't go wrong. Next we got Battle Sisters Premium at this is from Yo, right? Vanguard Freedom Fest Locals. Battle Sisters feel really good. This format had a ton of fun post restrictions. So Battle Sisters, guys. Battle Sisters OTT coming in home strong. It's cool. It's one of the better Battle Sisters. Like Battle Sisters is one of the better OTT decks out there. I think there's like 2 of them, at least 2 of them. You got the Battle System, which is a strong early game. And the second one, you got like you got just normal, going into like game play a bit slower, going to Ichi, going to Momo, more focused on that part. Both decks can abuse Kaliko as well with Amaterasu. So yeah, they've just all got that going. But yeah, good stuff. Battle Sisters. Looks nice as well. Battle Sisters looks cool, dude. Right, look at this. Fromage is just amazing. Amazingly good. Got some Kagero Premium. We got Frad, our first premium tourney in Quebec City since the ban list. First, PL with Overlord. Second was Leslie with Nightmare Dolls. So PL's rival always plays Link Joker. He says he played the Destiny just to counterplay him specifically. The Destiny, this one won the Destiny just from Rebirth, man. Just from Rebirth. It's fun. It's a fun deck. We have played one Destiny. I don't know. I feel like Kagero shouldn't have problems with Link Joker, right? Just smash their face. Nothing much they can do, you know. Nothing much they can do. Yeah, but good job. First place with Kagero, and then the second place was the Nightmare Doll. Nightmare Doll is so nice, cool. Dude, like even like every clan has like multiple different builds right now, which is pretty crazy. You just showed like Harry with Pale Moon. I know Derek was testing out janky like Bruce with Pale Moon. There's so many, and there's always like Nightmare Doll with Pale Moon. So there's a lot of things to. Premium is so open right now, guys. Right, so open. You guys can test anything and it'll do fine, I think. Yeah, so good job. Next we have is a Fortune again. Necrocar's Remofied first place, took a week off tournaments for rest, and now I'm back and feeling good. Thanks to Death's Not Jimmy for beating up my Shuriken pre-tournament, which is why I chose to play Chaos. Ooh. Alright, matchups and thoughts on the deck, post-balance below. Post-balance Chaos Living, which is nice. Chaos players should have already been used to playing in games where they see no zinc, and now it's just like that every game. Yeah, well, it's a sad existence though. Let me be real. The Carbon / Cosmo Wreath PGs definitely helped too. Deck needs V collection, but pretty happy I still got the win today. So yeah, I think this is pretty nice, right? It's a creative use of, you know, getting the counter charge, which you lack now, and the soul charge, which you also lack now. The Cosmo Wreaths giving you that extra, you know, counter charge. It's cool. But yeah, you know, running the full set of crits. The old heal, you know, I did run like one of the old heal before because it counter charges and soul charges, so it kind of helps you in that situation. And it just works. It works. But you can also see him run one carbon because that extra soul also finishes anything you want. I guess like the thing here now is, I've been thinking about this the chaos build a bit. You can kind of like maybe cut, you know, this gravity collapse dragon, because you don't really need to hit into like, you know, do that superior ride into the freeze ray dragon anymore, because you don't have the crazy combos out there that can just kill you. So you can kind of cut this for something else that you want, like anything that you want that can help you out. But yeah, I'm surprised no freeze ray, like no freeze ray. You decided to run. This is like a counterblast one, buying a card face down, right? I mean, it's a cyber dragon, so you can spear right up and get it. But you know, I feel like, you know, freeze ray is still good. It's still a good card. You just don't need a huge reliance on gravity collapse anymore. Yeah, all right, cool list. You can see the ways he's trying to get around the soul issue and the counter charging, and that's kind of, you have to think a bit more creatively now for all that. And you might need to just like straight up cut some soul blast cards. You know, like Barrel might need to cut that down a bit because you just don't have the soul to use that. So yeah, even no close, right? You see no close here. Where's the soul for it? That's the reality. That's the reality. So yeah, good job, Fortune. I like your innovations. I like your innovations, man. And then next we have some. We got Granblue, Ghosties. This is Zambonini, Ringonini. Got third place out of 12 tonight at Mystic TCG with Flangazor. Deck isn't very good, but it's unique. It's unique. Don't sleep on the Pat the Ghosty plus Sleeve Tonguing Bell can wall out some decks quite hard. Probably gonna try it out in the standard Beatrice Megiddo. So the Pat's defensive power, and then you can pop it back out. Yeah, it's pretty good, guys. I think me and Kelvin was joking about it. Well, he was joking to me about it, but it's a pretty funny combo. Extra defensive power is always nice, and then we can see here it works. But you know, Zambonini has some more ways to make your opponent feel bad, because you got, you know, the Shield Fisher Dragon, 18k base, so you can sit around. But if you also don't ride Shield Fisher, you have Beatrice that now makes you like. Ghosties really strong defensively, right? You know, so yeah, you've got a bunch of different ways to make your opponent feels bad, man. Even running stuff, even running the Cray Elementally here, crazy. And then just going what, Zor Flanger. Nice, good job, bro, good job. We got, is this Ayrton? Yeah, Nigga Cards Premium Casual third place. No Tor, no problem. Ruviel still strong, just right up in smack face. Must be neat for favorite deck. Seeing how WCC Kai will mispronounce my name this time. Are you not called Ayrton? Was it Ayrton? I think when I look at AYR, I think Ayazrock. Or is it Ayazrock? I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll just call it, it's Ayrton or Ayrton. Or is it a Whiten? I think he explains the deck a bit here as well, as Iris helps make number pressure since Troa isn't around to use Soul. There isn't any conflict. Lieselot is there for Final Rush. I know for Rush, but Prob's gonna drop her as well. Probably it's gonna just swap out Evgay or FG or Lizelot for free again for resist skill and ride fixing. Blood Arena and Shandy probs best stride since one is the whale. Pretty self-explanatory, and Shandy creates that extra multi-attack to make up for the loss of Twa. And then still a little sad with Twa going to the ban list, but the deck was pretty much solved in my opinion, and it's nice being back on the drawing board and seeing what I can do with the deck again. And then just realized that the grade 2 Karu got cut off from the side. Yeah, screw the grade 2 Karu, right? Well, there she is, but I think just running a few more of that. So yeah, cool, you know, got the whale, yeah, Shandy, yeah, good stuff. Yeah, so, yeah, good job, nice to see back on the drawing board, even though this deck got hit. Still a very strong deck, guys, still a very strong deck. Don't say the deck sucks now because it got hit. It's never not the case, right? All the decks are still pretty good. Good job, Ayrton. Right, and then lastly we've got Derek Dow. We've got first place, the Good Games Only Premium Tournament. First place we've got Jesse Feng with a Highlander. Second place we've got Than Fan with Ghosty. Third place at James Knighton with the Ward, and fourth we got Carmelo with Eradicator. Okay, so hang on, I think I went into the wrong section. So first place is this Highlander list. This Highlander list. This is proxy with clan collection stuff, right? So you know, you can see this huge ass proxy right here. Yeah, this is a Highlander. Do I need to say anything about Highlander? It's Highlander. It's Highlander. I don't even know where to start. Don't even know where to start. This is actually pure Highlander, so he's actually able to run the Highlander stride as well. Yeah, so cool, good stuff. The Ghosty list here. Ghosty only put 5 out of 16 G-Zone in the picture because he had others, but these are the only ones he went into. So okay, nice. This he only ever went into these strides. Cool. And then third place we have we got Luard. So Luard's still doing fine. Yeah, Aura-Geyser, 1 Aura-Geyser, 2 Aura-Geyser. Yeah, just Luard doing Luard things. It's a very G list though. It's a very G list. Got Dampwood as well. No, unfortunately no Bendy, guys. No Bendy, remember? Got hit. Yeah, so nice. And then lastly got Camelo with the Eradicator list. So he's running is it Sigma? Or is it Zillion? No, it's Zillion, right? Is it called Zillion? Or is it No, it's Sigma. Zillion is the stride, that's right. Yeah. This is the Sigma Sigma Descendant. Got Descendant himself. One of the grade 3 is that it? Is that it? No Gauntlet Buster or Vowing? Alright, so cool, okay. Just going straight up Descendant man. Got the Zillion here. And where's 2 Stunvers? That only 2 Stunvers? Okay, alright, cool. Very nice. Cool. Nice to see a Eradicator list. Got this, it's just Superior Ride, right? You know, you got the Superior Ride stuff, go into a quick, and then just pop off, yeah? So, good stuff. So yeah, that is all the list this week. I went way too long. I went way over the limit. I just waffled on again. Sorry guys. I need to speed run this more. Next week, hopefully, I can hang out with Kelvin, and he can force me to run this back quicker. There's just so much to talk about. I love talking. I guess to myself, which sounds kind of sad. But there's just a lot of decks. So again, if you guys want to submit lists, #VG top decks. It'll post it on Twitter. I'll pick it up. If I don't pick it up, just ping me, and I'll have to. You know, it'll be Twitter problems again, and I'll have to put in the next list. But otherwise, if you don't have social media, you can go to the Discord, and there's a VG top deck submissions, and we will be putting it at the end of each video. This one everyone's been cool and putting on Twitter, so I don't have to make an extra section for it. But yeah, lots of crazy lists. Interesting to see how the format is evolving for all the formats, right? Set 3, you know, Greedons being the local hero, right? Local hero Greedon. But then, you know, you can see some V and then some premium. I see like these premium lists evolving, seeing what people are playing. So just post your lists, guys. Everyone's just posting. It's been interesting looking at all of it, and just looking at the beauty of all these decks, right? They're all, okay, remember, these are all local tournaments, right? These are all local tournaments. That's where the ideas are from. That's where the ideas kind of can spawn. So nice to just see all the ideas just coming out. Right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's been a long one. It's like 2 a.m. It's like 2 a.m. So I guess I'll finish this at finish editing at 4 a.m. But yeah, things I do, right? Things I do. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. All right, bye.